What's up, guys? So I just sold my car in Ecuador here through a car lot. But I gotta be honest, it wasn't the best experience. And let me explain why in this video. Did I get outright scammed? Well, let me explain. So basically, as a precursor, I tried to sell my car down here for like several months online and different things, and it just didn't sell. And you have, the worst part about selling a car in Ecuador is you have to deal with, the locals who just really are just the worst negotiators. They'll just come and just really try to undercut you, by several $1,000s, your asking price, and just complete time wasters, right? And it's just totally annoying after a while. So I decided to sell my car in a car lot here in Ecuador in a big chain. So I thought, okay, it seems on the up and up. I do know that in Ecuador there's a lot of money laundering and shady stuff going on in the buying and selling of vehicles, just because they're way more liquid than down here than properties. So there's always that to worry about. But I decided to give it a try, selling in a car lot, and it started out good, and actually it sold in like a week, less than a week. My car in the lot for more than I was asking online, even, right? You agree to them. Usually what they do is the lots down here, they will either buy your car outright from you, but usually they offer you a way low price for that. Or you can leave it on consignment with them, and they might charge $200-300 or nothing, and they'll just up the price a little for their commission. And that's what they did in my case. Right, that's how they charged me, is I told them the price I wanted, and they upped that a little bit and sold it at their own price. And the problem was, after the sale, the car sold, the guy took the car and left the lot, and I still didn't have my money. I didn't sign any paperwork or anything, and this guy was driving around with my car, which was a little unnerving. And then weeks went by, I kept bothering them about it. Hey, when am I going to get paid? And then after a week or two, they gave me a date for another 4 or 5 weeks later, right? So yeah, after about 6-7 weeks after my car sold, I went in and signed the paperwork, and they paid me with the check. That was good. So it felt like for a while there was some unnerving nights that, oh, did I just get scammed? But like I have been here in Ecuador on other occasions in different situations, right? It's just part of the game down here. But in this case, I did get paid, but it took a while. One thing I would have done differently is I would have left the car. Like when I left the car, I didn't know that it would take as long as it did to pay me. Their excuse was that, they sell a lot of cars, and it's in the order that they sell, and they can only do the paperwork for a couple a day. So that's why I was kind of queued. But what I would have done differently to try to it probably would have sped them up on the back end and got my payment a lot quicker, is without telling them, I would have just left my registration, matricula, as a copy, right? As a color copy. And I wouldn't have left the original. So that way, the new owner would not have been able to drive around as long as he was with just a copy of the matricula. He would have been stopped, and he would have pressured the car lot to get the deal done a lot quicker than evidently they did. So anyway, that's what happened here. That's what I would have done differently if selling in a car lot in Ecuador. I would not have left them the original documents, and I would have made it very clear right from the beginning when will they pay me in the event of a sale. So anyway, that's it. I'm Mr. Second Passport. Take care.